This is the first case of Allium stent implantation conducted by our unit. Because I have a very deep impression of this patient, in the year 2000, they had a kidney transplant at an outside hospital, then developed stenosis at the anastomosis site. At that time, they underwent a reconstructive surgery at the local hospital, but unfortunately, the patient experienced recurrent stenosis, so they came to us. Because they had already undergone this reconstructive surgery on the transplanted kidney, the risk of a second or third surgery is particularly high. Moreover, the patient was unwilling to undergo another reconstructive surgery. So we tried an endoluminal balloon dilation and the placement of a standard double J stent, but the results were still not ideal. I followed this patient for many years, for nearly 8 years, until year 2018. Every year the patient would come to have the tube placed, the stent tube placed. Later, in year 2018, we came across the Allium stent, which should have entered China in August of year U8. We then suggested to the patient because we thought, since this stent has its own characteristics, one being the covered structure, as we mentioned before, our team has some experience in the application of metal stents. So we believe that larger diameter stents have their advantages. That's the first point. The second point is that this type of stent is easy to remove. So we told the patient, we now have this new type of stent, why not give it a try? This patient had to have a tube placed every year, which was a significant burden both economically and in terms of quality of life, so he agreed. In December of the year 2008, we implanted a covered stent for this patient. After the implantation, he came back for a checkup every month, but 3 months later, the stent dislodged. At that time, we didn't have experience in this area, and I thought that since the stent fell out after being placed, does that mean it wasn't effective? After it fell off, we had to remove it. So we helped the patient remove this covered stent which had fallen into the bladder. At the same time, during the surgery, when dealing with the stricture, we emphasized performing ureteroscopy and retrograde pylography. So for this patient, we went in to check and found that the original stricture anastomosis was very spacious. Our ureteroscope could pass through the anastomosis into the kidney, which was quite a success. Moreover, this case has been followed up for so many years and the patient has remained very stable, which has greatly encouraged us. Now, we handle quite a few cases referred from all over the country each year, and we choose to make this covered stent our preferred treatment method. One is the ureteral stricture of a transplanted kidney. It is generally anastomotic stricture, and this type of anastomotic stricture is a short segment stricture, including those with long tubes with the bladder, like gastric bladder or intestinal bladder. This type of patient with ureteral anastomotic stricture, it is all short segment stricture. The success rate of endoluminal treatment for short segment strictures is higher than for long segment strictures. So for this type of patient, we choose to implant large diameter covered stents. This case indeed left a strong impression.